Welcome to MACJ Mic'd Up, your one-stop podcast for health, finance and all things under the sun. Brought to you by Somaya Vidya VR University. We are here to spark conversations, ask bold questions and keep things real. I'm your host for today's episode, Anjaneya Mulekar, and I'm joined by my guest today, Varsha Upadhye, an internationally acclaimed rhythmic gymnast coach. And today we'll be deciphering the topic rhythmic gymnastics, gender and much more. So grab your headphones and gear up for a conversation you wouldn't want to miss. Thank you so much, Varsha ma'am, for joining us for this conversation.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much for giving us your time. So I'll start the interview by asking, how did you first get involved with rhythmic gymnastics? What was your introduction to this sport, and what made you motivated to make it a full-time career?
See, actually, I was an artistic gymnast. I used to do artistic gymnastics and I used to go for different competitions. Then after 82 Asian Games, I remember there was nothing much happening in gymnastics. We host 82 Asian Games in Delhi, so we all know when we have an event happening in the country, everybody is geared up. But unfortunately, I would say afterward nothing happens. So the same thing happened with me also. Like my parents thought that now there is no career in rhythmic gymnastics or gymnastics. That time they were not knowing rhythmic gymnastics. The gymnastics main event, artistic gymnastics, is now also, and that time also was much more popular than the other disciplines of gymnastics. So I started working with Jet Airways. I worked in Mumbai airport with Jet Airways for 16 years. But somewhere that sports thing was there in me, so I decided to come back into the sports. And I started coaching gymnastics. When I started coaching gymnastics, artistic gymnastics, because of the equipments and the place and the safety measures what you need, I thought individually won't be possible for me to develop artistic gymnastics. And the same time I got a chance from Gymnastic Federation of India to give the exam which was for rhythmic gymnastics.
Okay.
The federation was trying to make different ways to develop the other disciplines in gymnastics also. So basically we have 5 disciplines comes under gymnastics. The main discipline is artistic gymnastics, which is for men and women. Then we have a trampoline, again men, women. Then we have a rhythmic gymnastics, which is only for the girls, only for women in Olympic Games. And then we have acrobatics and aerobics. Those are non-Olympic sports but comes under the gymnastics. Okay. So Federation wanted to develop in all these 5 disciplines of gymnastics. So they gave us the opportunity. I got opportunity in 2004. I got opportunity to become a judge in rhythmic gymnastics.
Okay.
And rhythmic gymnastics, you don't, of course you need a good place with a height and indoor place actually. But the equipments are not so costly, I would say, as compared to artistic gymnastics.
Okay.
Plus this game has a music, it is a woman oriented sports, it has a lot of ballet, flexibility, dance. So I really like the concept of rhythmic gymnastics, and then I decided to start with Rhythmic Gymnastics Academy.
Okay. So a beautiful start to the coaching trend. So our topic is gender equality with rhythmic gymnastics. As you said, rhythmic gymnastics out of the 5 disciplines is only for women. So do you think in today's sports era that you see, even women's cricket has started and all of that, rhythmic gymnastics as individual is a way of women empowerment today as we see?
Yes, actually it is a beautiful sports, I would say, where you have Olympic competitions, world championship, everything. The competitive career is excellent in rhythmic gymnastics. At the same time, if you look at it as a fitness or a way to life, that is which is very important. I would say more important than the competitive training. That is really excellent, and it gets developed from the age of 4. Okay, so main aspect to learn rhythmic gymnastics, it is covering many aspects, like you are disciplined, you get strength, you learn to dance, you learn to get flexible more and more, So it is a basic sports, I would say, for all the women, which should be compulsory, or little bit they should know about rhythmic gymnastics, because once you know rhythmic gymnastics, you have many career options further. You can be a coach, you can start your classes in ballet, you can do a strength and conditioning training, you can go into dance, because many of the dance academies now, they are approaching me and they want me to teach the students in the dance academy basic gymnastic movements and the apparatus handling, because the kids really enjoy playing with the apparatus, and plus the ballet and the stretching part, which is all in rhythmic gymnastics, which is a base of rhythmic gymnastics. So you look at it as a career perspective, I would say it is a great opportunity for all the women.
Yes. So, do you think now, as you said, you have been a judge, and now coaching is also a big part of it. You have attended and judged international championships. So, do you think at an international level, you've talked to other coaches, you see performances from other countries? What do you think they are lagging at that level? Some changes that could come, some developments.
See, I would tell you specifically about the gymnastics, right, like rhythmic gymnastics. But this is, I feel, it is a hurdle in all the sports, because what happens in competitive training, you have to give lot of time.
Yeah.
Suppose if you are taking a training for 6 hours or 7 hours, that training includes your body fitness, your body preparation, your flexibility, and then your actual technical practice.
Yeah.
So if you calculate the full time, it becomes like 7 to 8 hours daily practice. Maybe in 2 sessions, maybe at a stretch nobody does it, but in 2 sessions. So what happens, and this is the practice training for all the sports. It's not only in gymnastics, in any sports you go, first one session is you have to dedicate to prepare your body, to develop your body, to develop the abilities, and then second session may be your actual technical practice, I would say. So now what is happening in India, the syllabus what we force our gymnasts or our players to study is the same for everyone. In abroad, I have seen many schools, or suppose if you are in the national team, or you are targeting Asian Games or competitions like Commonwealth Games, World Championship, World Cup, which is the way to Olympics.
Yes.
They don't study, they don't have a same syllabus.
Okay.
So the educational pressure is less. Here what is happening, you are targeting for reputed competitions, at the same time you are doing a study which the normal kids are doing.
Okay.
So you know that there is a competition. Although you know that you are not going to show your mark sheet to anybody, your target is different, still you will end up doing, you know, that much study.
Yes.
So what happens, the body and the mind is always occupied doing something or the other. If you finish your training also, you have to go back, you have to sit in the school for 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. Then maybe your parents will put you for some classes, extra training in the school, because during competition time you end up missing the classes. So all this happens, and then you know we don't realize that finally it's a body.
Yes.
You have to preserve your body, you have to take care of your body. In foreign countries, everything is controlled, like their study, they are not illiterate people.
Yes.
The champions, whoever we have seen, they are not illiterate, they are learned people, they know the languages, they are working now, they are getting good money, they are settled quite like properly in their life. But the support what they get when they are young, like you know, the government itself, they give them little support by, you know, giving them different syllabus to study. So that is really a good help, which is not happening in India.
So the pressure is very external in India.
So our kids are doing both.
Actually,
We are working like a Superman in the education also and in the sports also. But then if you are targeting Olympic medal or anywhere in the middle, then you have to give your rest to your body and your brain also.
Yes.
Which is not happening, is like major minus for not getting a medal on an international level.
So, talking about India, you said, you know, obviously children have to attend school and then do sports as well. So, in a sense, can you say that India has a lot to learn from the international way and a lot of things?
Plus, we have social commitments, the culture in India. Because I am a coach, I coach many young kids in the academy. So when they practice for maybe 3 to 4 hours, the least what I expect them as a coach, that you go home, have your proper diet food and go to rest. Because you want to do so many things, but your body inside needs a rest. You know, then what happens, you continue like this without giving the rest to your body. You keep on working, no, tomorrow I have a unit test, I need to study. You will not sleep on time, your body will not get rest, your mind is not fresh, You know, you will only go behind of the 20 marks unit test, parents and the kids, both I would say. And then you are not going to get the result next day when you go for a practice also. Because mentally you are so exhausted, you will not be able to give your 100%.
Yes.
That
So
is what happens.
do you think these pressures are one of the reasons why rhythmic gymnast is not as popular as we see in different countries? Like today in India, hockey is our national sport, but yet not many people know about. So, what reasons do you think are behind this?
See, I'll tell you, because this is what we spoke just now. It is educational pressure.
Pressure, yes.
Plus, we have a social pressure. So, you know, you have to attend some functions, family functions. People come over. You cannot sleep, because then in Indian culture it will be sounded very rude that you
Yeah,
don't attend the
attend,
guest,
yes.
and you will not go to somebody's house for any
Event,
rituals or
yes.
whatever. So that we have to take care a little bit. We have to control it, because you have to take care of your body. And then one more important thing is, parents are confused because they don't get a clarity of handling the association and the federation, the way they work. There is no calendar where you can plan, like international, any competition, any sports, not only rhythmic gymnastics, any sports, anywhere, you open the internet and they will have a calendar from January to December. So as a coach, as a player, you can plan your practice, you can plan your rest time, you can plan your peak practice time. Everything is planned. You can plan. Here we do not know when the competition is. We like parents, coach, and even the player keeps wondering. We don't know. The school has not informed. The coach is not informing. How the coach will inform? Because the federation is not informing. The association still doesn't know who is going to take competition, where it is going to be conducted. See, these are the small things, but you know, mentally preparation it has to be there. If you know you have to perform after 2 weeks, that way you have to practice your schedule. You have to you have to regulate your rest time. You should know what food you are supposed to eat just before the performance, and you know, everything. Little bit of scientific touch to all these procedures will give us the good result. But now, whatever I'm not saying the association people and the federation people, they don't have any problems. I'm sure they must be having many problems handling the events. That is why they are not in a position to give us the dates. Okay, but it's a circle.
Yes.
So, parents finally, what happens? They get fed up. They cannot plan anything. They don't even know if I have to go and take extra time permission from the school, what date I should tell. They come and ask. These are the practical problems, because every day people, the parents, they come and ask me, now when should we do extra practice? What should I write in the letter? Because my school teacher is asking me. So even I am not in a position to give them the correct answers, because I myself don't know. This is a very unfortunate, because everybody has to be organized. In foreign countries, I have seen one thing. They have organized everything. Now whatever I have heard that 36 we want to plan Olympics, and you know, India wants to host Olympics. But I can tell you for sure, the world is prepared already for 36 Olympics. They already have selected the team. They have from ground level, they have team A, team B, team C, like all the options are ready. Not only in gymnastics, again, in all the sports. We don't have preparation now. Next 26 we have Asian Games. What preparation we are doing now? It is happening on the individual level. Like, I am a coach, I know my student is in the federation rankings, so I am taking an extra effort. But what happens in India? You go, you put your own money, and once you get a medal, then everybody will give you the cash prize. That time player will think that I need to retire because I got an Asian medal. So we need a financial help, we need whatever support we need. It should be before the competition, before 3 years before the competition, not maybe now 6 months. Maybe after listening to this interview, if anybody comes and helps me, but that is also going to be very late.
So one can say communication between all the federation and government support is also
I
very
don't know.
important.
Whatever the policies are, you have to divide the sports. Like, I cannot say all 36, 40 sports you give the equal weightage. But the targeted sports, you know, upcoming sports, the traditional sports, the team games, you have to categorize the sports If you have a limited budget, you categorize and then divide it.
Yeah.
But give them something or the other beforehand, so that they will be like ready with some preparation before the big competition comes.
Yeah.
This is what planning, this is what happens in the foreign countries, which I have seen many a times. When they talk about world championship in 2028, now we have Olympics in USA. So all the teams, everything is ready.
Yeah.
We have already started, players have started playing World Cup, World Championship every year to know their ranking and to know their marks and where they stand, how they are going to get qualified for Olympics. I really don't think we have started something like this for 28 Olympics also.
Yeah. So when we talk about India, today rhythmic gymnastics has achieved a very good name at the same time. Do you now, as we mentioned Olympics, Paralympics, there is a new trend that is coming, that a lot of the athletes are coming from villages. So do you think there is potential and we should go and start rhythmic gymnastics there? Because they do a lot of hard work with agriculture and all. So in a way, do you think there is potential
The body
there?
fitness of these girls are really good. Like they are very tough. I would say they are very motivated, and it is like they want to do it. They want to do it. But the problem is no coach can go and stay in the village unless and until there is some financial support given to that coach. Okay, and the players cannot leave everything and come.
Yeah.
Because they really come from a very maybe poor background, or with no social, what you can say, they don't know anything how to stay in the city. So then the government is involved, like if they organize some camps on their behalf and appoint some coaches, it can be done. But then one camp would not help. It has to be the continuous process. Then we first need to train the coaches over there. So suppose I go and I conduct a camp for 1 month and I teach them the basic of rhythmic gymnastics. There has to be somebody who will continue that maybe for 2 months, and then again I go and I teach them the next level program. It can be like that. It is possible.
It is possible. So when we talk about the government today, with the political climate, not going too deep in it, but rhythmic gymnastics and sports in general plays a major role when we go for different countries for championships. So do you think rhythmic gymnastics plays some part in creating a dialogue between countries where there's a relation now?
Yes,
when we
from the time like 5-6 years back, when I actually started competitive training, like serious competition training, we had to approach many, because this is a Russian sports.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had to approach many coaches from Russia, Ukraine and China, Bulgaria, Belarus, because basically this is not an Indian sport.
Yeah.
This is a Russian sports, Russian originated sports. So we had to call them here sometimes, and because of now war situation we cannot go. But I remember before, in 2010, we had a Commonwealth Games which happened in Delhi. So before that also, I was personally there as a coach from Indian team, and government has conducted a camp in Moscow.
Okay.
Okay, so they were so helpful, they were so nice to all our gymnasts and coaches, and because of that training we could give a good performance in Commonwealth Games in Delhi.
Yeah.
Not medal, because I said like after like 6 months before the competition we were in Moscow.
Yeah.
So that was too late. But whenever we have planned something like this, like camps abroad, or we invite the coaches, they are very happy to come. They like to come to India, and what they say is like India has a very good potential for rhythmic gymnastics, because we have a music culture.
Yeah.
Rhythmic gymnastics is all about music and dance and the choreography and presentation. So which is very we have a lot of scope for this game. The way we have a choreography, music in India, I don't think any part of the world they have like this. We have such a variety of music and like dance forms. You can actually work on the body fitness and flexibility, and this game will be perfect for Indian gymnast.
So our arts and culture does play a major role. So to conclude, you said India has a lot of potential in rhythmic gymnastics. So what message of inspiration would you like to give to aspiring students and to parents as well to motivate them to send their children and get interested in this sports?
See, I would suggest that at least you start. Now, what trend I see when I talk to the parents, like, they want to know everything in advance.
Yeah.
Whether this will happen, whether she will do it, or see, finally, it is a sports. No coach or nobody can guarantee you about anything.
Yeah.
This is a sports. We have seen Sachin Tendulkar getting out on zero. So it is, it is your destiny that day and that time
Yeah.
will give you the result. But what is in our hand, we have to work hard, we have to get ourselves disciplined, and it starts from the childhood, and which really helps throughout your life, which really helps. So I feel we should just try and give our 100%, should not keep thinking about the result. ये मिलेगा तो मैं ये करूँगी. This is very wrong. When I started doing it, I never thought that I will be able to do career in rhythmic gymnastics, because now I am 54. So imagine 35 years back, when nobody knew what is rhythmic gymnastics, people were not very much aware about gymnastics also. Only people used to know Nadia Kumaris. Okay, so my parents, they were also not very sure ki, like what you want to do. But when I left the job, I could survive, I could excel, and I could build my career, I could earn good money by honestly doing my work in the sports of rhythmic gymnastics. So it is a very good sports, it is a very good, I would say, way of life again, and it is a wonderful to be in this sports.
So we can say rhythmic gymnastics has come a long way from its inception in India. So thank you so much, Varsha ma'am, for giving us your time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We'll meet you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in this episode.